Hello friends, how are you doing today? Welcome back to What's the Fact? Kindly subscribe and then click on bell icon for updates. Your comment make big difference, kindly comment your opinions. Today we are going to see about habits to say goodbye to for a calmer, less stressful life. 90% people dream that less stressful life. But due to compassion, 80% people are not happy in life. As soon as we stop comparing with others, the moment you start working on with our capabilities, life is going to be happy. In today's fast-paced world, it's easy to feel like life is a never-ending race. Deadlines, notifications, and an endless stream of to-dos often leave us overwhelmed and out of sync with ourselves. What do you say, friends? Kindly comment your opinions. But what if there's a better way? Enter slow living, a lifestyle that encourages us to step back, simplify, and savor life's moments. It's about quality over quantity, intentionality over haste, and creating space for what truly matters. Adopting the art of slow living isn't about dropping everything and moving to a remote cabin, unless that's your dream. Instead, it's about making small, meaningful changes that allow you to embrace calm and reduce stress. In this post, we'll explore 5 habits to let go of for a more peaceful, balanced life. Ready to take a breath and slow things down? Let's dive in. 1. Mental multitasking. Living in the fast lane often means that we are mentally somewhere else while physically going about our daily tasks. The first habit to kick is this constant mental multitasking. Mindfulness essentially means to be present in the moment, focusing your attention on what you are doing right now. It's about savoring the taste of your morning coffee, really listening to a friend's story, or feeling the texture of grass beneath your feet. By consciously focusing on our present experiences, we can reduce stress and improve our overall mental well-being. It helps us appreciate the simple pleasures of life that we often overlook when we are always on the go. Next time you find your mind drifting to what you'll be doing next hour, next day or next week, gently bring it back to now. Trust me, your mind will thank you for it. Overcommitting. How often do we say yes because we want to please others, or because we are afraid to miss out? It feels harmless in the moment, but over time, saying yes too often is a recipe for stress and burnout. When your schedule is packed to the brim, there's little room left for rest, reflection, or the things that truly bring you joy. As Greg McKeown wisely put it in his best-selling book Essentialism, if you don't prioritize your life, someone else will. Every time you say yes to something, you are indirectly saying no to something else, whether that's your peace of mind, your downtime, or even quality time with loved ones. Overcommitment doesn't just rob you of time, it robs you of energy. By trying to do everything, you often end up feeling stretched thin, doing nothing as well as you'd like, and resenting the commitments you've taken on. The solution? Start practicing the art of the thoughtful no. For simple reasons, someone using you. Before agreeing to something, ask yourself, does this align with my priorities? Is this something I truly want to do? And most importantly, what will I have to give up in order to say yes? Learning to embrace fewer commitments allows you to give your best to what really matters, making life calmer, more intentional, and far less stressful. Always needing to be productive. This is such a huge one these days. With the constant stream of advice to hustle harder, optimize every second, and squeeze the most out of every moment, many people believe that their worth is tied directly to how much they get done. This often results in what experts might call toxic productivity. The need to always be achieving something, even at the expense of rest, relaxation, and joy. It's the mindset that tells you downtime is wasted time, and if you are not working, learning, or accomplishing, then you are somehow falling behind. Of course, productivity has its place, it's important to strive for goals and get things done. But it doesn't have to infiltrate every part of our lives, all the time. True slow living means understanding that being is just as valuable as doing. It's about finding balance, embracing the moments of stillness and saving experiences without feeling the need to turn them into a task. Constantly seeking validation. Last but certainly not least, let's talk about the habit of seeking validation from others, a behavior that can quietly undermine a calmer, less stressful life. We all want to be liked, appreciated, and recognized. It's human nature. But when we constantly look to others for approval, we hand over control of our happiness and self-worth. This need for validation can lead to overextending ourselves, making decisions based on what we think will please others, and feeling stressed when their approval doesn't come. The truth is, no amount of external validation can replace the peace that comes from within. When you let go of the need for approval, you free yourself to make choices that align with your values and priorities. Perfectionism. Perfectionism might sound admirable on the surface. Who doesn't want to get things right? But in reality, it's one of the biggest roadblocks to a calmer, less stressful life. Why? Because perfectionism sets impossibly high standards that are often unattainable. Instead of celebrating progress or accomplishments, you end up fixating on what went wrong or what could be better. As noted by the folks at Healthline, this can lead to stress and anxiety. But in reality, it's one of the biggest roadblocks to a calmer, less stressful life. Why? Because perfectionism sets impossibly high standards that are often unattainable. Instead of celebrating progress or accomplishments, you end up fixating on what went wrong or what could be better. As noted by the folks at Healthline, this can lead to stress and anxiety. Think positive, be healthy, be happy, live long, see you again.